She divorced Dwight Howard after only 6 months. Now she regrets it. 6 months is absolutely diabolical. I know relationships or marriages can last that long, but it doesn't make sense in my head how you guys were together long enough for someone to drop down to one knee and propose, and then you break up 6 months later. But let's get into the vid and let's see what's going on here.
But I love women. Okay. So I'm the girl that's like, it's fun. It's like, oh, you for real? Oh, you for real? Girl. For the men, I'm fun for the girls.
Yeah.
Are you in a relationship?
I am single, and my ex-fiance, Mazi, is single.
Okay.
But we are about to not be single.
Oh no.
So
Let me tell you. Can I explain my world?
Yes.
I broke up with my fiance about 16, 17 months ago. But I broke up with him for the whole...
Someone's saying 16, 17 months. What the fuck are you talking about? Just say a year and a half. Like, what the fuck? That same shit people be talking about their kids and be like, oh, my kid is 27 months old. What are you talking about? Anywho.
Whole goal to like, bro, get your shit together. I love you dearly. Yeah. But what I want, what you want, it looks like it's going into two different directions. I'm unhappy. I'm bitching at you. You're unhappy. I'm still bitching because you need to get your shit together. So let's break up. But the whole goal was to like, over time, like, not saying he was going to come back because he might have had another bitch after a year and a half. But my private goal was to like shake the table up, go get it together, and come back and like, let's get right. You know what I'm saying? Carry your weight. I carry mine. Let's do it. It kind of worked how I wanted it to work. So like 15 months into it, we're back in each other's space in terms of when you with somebody 6 years, we're not on no, I'm your girlfriend. Tell me I'm your girlfriend. Like,
Right.
Tell me I'm your nigga now. We on some, we really broke up on some bullshit. He's taking his accountability. Like, I could have did so much better. I could have watched my mouth a little more as well, but nigga, get your motherfucking shit together. I met the love of my life.
She talking about Dwight Howard. She talking about Dwight Howard. She said, man, get your shit together. Talking about Dwight Howard. He got his shit together. Maybe he was cheating on her. I'm just gonna put it on. Maybe he was cheating on her. But still, like, y'all was together. She said 6 years. Y'all was together for 6 years. And 6 months into being married, that's when you say, all right, let's divorce. Fuck it. 6 months? Y'all was together for 6 years? The only thing that tells me is yo ass is ready to run as soon as you could. But you needed to get married first so you could take half that nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless he put her on a prenup. If he put her on a prenup and it still happened like this, that would be some crazy shit. I'd be like, damn. Okay, maybe it was because of love. You know what I mean? But if that's not the case, she was like, okay, you've been cheating on me this long. You've been doing me nasty, grimy, slimy this long. Fuck it. I'm taking the bag with me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
And I almost divorced him in 6 months, being real.
She said almost. So they're still together. They're still legally married.
Real stupid and silly. Actually, we both filed for divorce. Let's talk about the struggles of being a new young wife. First thing I can tell you as a new wife, I know this is going to be a hard practice, but shut your mouth. Shut up. Now, I know some of y'all going to say, oh, you got to shut up because you married? What, is he silencing you? No, sis, I'm not saying shut up. I'm saying pick your battles.
Okay. I get what's going on here. She trying to give advice now because she is still married. You know what I'm saying? I always say, don't take advice from people that are in positions you don't want to be in. You know, she is married, but you separated. So it's still something you probably don't want to be in. But she's still married. But she was ready to divorce after 6 months. She made a change. You know, and now she's speaking on what you should do from the get-go, from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But I guess she's like kind of in an ideal scenario because they're not actually married. They're still married. So it's kind of like we have to either finish our divorce, finalize it, or we can come back together. But you gave him enough time to run around the streets and put his meat in everything possible. Everything moving. And once he had enough, he's like, all right, I'm going to put my meat in everything, bruh. All right. We could get back married so you don't take half my shit. So, okay.
And sometimes pick them quietly. Understand, when you became one with your husband, that means you became one. Y'all are one. You have to literally die to your old self. You don't want to do that yet. What does die to my old self mean? Because I'm very much still alive. Simply means adjustments. You got to make a lot of adjustments. Again, heavy on you're one now. Know your spicy attitude isn't passion. It's a nasty attitude. That has to die for your husband. Confrontational spirits hidden by passion. You're not passionate, sis. You just got an attitude problem. Lose it. Quick gem. Successful top tier men, they just want peace. They don't want anything else. You can't do anything else for them besides.
That's facts. That's facts. Niggas with bread, they just want to be at peace. Some niggas don't want no problems. All niggas don't want no problems. Some niggas can't afford to have no problems. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, niggas just want peace. I just want to be happy. Can I just fucking be happy? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter what that looks like. Be a part of my happiness. You know what I'm saying? So she's spitting right there. She's spitting.
Bring them peace. Mistake I made, me and my husband going through issues, telling my friends about it. Don't do it. Dying to yourself is hard, okay?
Yeah, no, that's facts too, because single women will keep women single. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter what's going on. You start telling your friends what's going on and you let them get in your head, it's always going to be bad advice. Always. That's not their relationship. They have no emotional attachment to the relationship. They can't answer the question like you would. You know what I'm saying? So there ain't no point in telling them. Because if you tell them, shit is only going to start spiraling. Not necessarily tell them, but you can tell them about it. But trying to get advice from motherfuckers, it's like they not going to give you the best advice for your relationship. Because what happens when you tell a girl, yeah, so my he did this and that. They're going to immediately assume the worst, you know, because it just is what it is. You know, especially if you're telling women, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, men ain't shit. Oh duh, yeah, men ill, men always do that, they're narcissists. But if you tell a man, that nigga gonna be like, bro, leave him, bro, like he don't really love you like I love you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just bad plays from there.
You spent your whole life talking, probably talking too much, getting the last word, being overly opinionated, being emotionally unstable. Some people settle for that, but this person married you, they're not going for it. Passive aggressive attitudes. Most black men, when you do that, it reminds them of somewhat what they grew up with their mom, their siblings. They married you. They don't want to feel with the trauma from childhood.
This is a weird scenario because what the fuck is she talking about? You know what I'm saying? She got married to Dwight Howard and divorced, like, or about to get divorced or whatever the fuck going on. In 6 months. I guess she's trying to give the tokens to how to not go through that, but it's like, you fucked up your marriage. You know what I'm saying? In part, it could be him, but you fucked up your own marriage because you got a ring. As soon as you got a ring, you were like, look, nigga, I got a ring. Shut the fuck up. Stop talking. You know what I'm saying? And you probably, like, all these things you talking about, you kept doing. Or did worse. Because you were married. Y'all was together for 6 years. How immediately after 6 months, y'all decide it's time to wrap it up? The only thing that tells me, he wouldn't have dropped to one knee if he didn't think everything was perfect and it was going to last. On the flip side, you staying with him for 6 years and then leaving after 6 months of marriage shows me that you stuck around like, oh my God, please marry me so I could dip with half your shit. That's what that tells me. Him dropping to one knee tells me he was like, okay, it's time. I'm ready to spend the rest of my life with you. 6 months after marriage divorce, it made me feel like you wasn't like, you were like, oh, money bag time.
And I'm about to say something that's probably gonna hurt y'all feelings. Black successful men do marry black women. But my girls, let's be for real. Let's talk about it. I already know, sis, life was not easy for us. And along the way, we formed a little neck roll that we can't get rid of. Because life was hard doesn't give you the right to be rude, confrontational, nasty attitude, uncooperative, any of those things. You're married now, sis, so you're joining with one. It should be a peaceful harmony, right? Which means you have to die to yourself with all the ugly things that do not create peace. Let's talk about the maybe I rule. If there's conflict going on in your marriage, in your home, silently to yourself, not out loud to your husband, ask yourself, maybe I. Maybe I am understanding this wrong. Maybe I am processing this wrong. Maybe I am being overly emotional. Maybe I am not listening. If you silently ask yourself the maybe I's and then go in a corner and process them before you respond, you will see that maybe I can do something to meet him more in the middle versus pushing the confrontation. I did not say you cannot have an opinion. I never said that. I said stop. Process your emotions, okay? You married now. You basically just said, I love you for the rest of your life, my life, no matter what we go through. Me not really understanding the real concept of marriage, I was thinking like, oh, Dwight, you're doing this. I don't like this. I'm gonna flee. I'm gonna run. Listen, y'all, you ain't ready for marriage if that's the way you thinking.
Ooh, look what that money make a bitch do.
Hell nah, boy. But that's facts. Soon as she knew that she was getting away with the bag, I'm out of here. Fuck is you talking about? You talking to me like that? Your wife? I'm taking half of your empire, nigga. Fuck you. And that's what she did. I'm not gonna lie. If I was Dwight, you should have been sealed the deal with that one, with the ending. Fuck is you talking about? You want to go through a divorce? Fuck it. Let's have a divorce then. You know what I mean? But a lot of the shit that she's saying kind of makes sense. It kind of do make sense. But it's the same thing on the flip side. You know what I'm saying? The men should be thinking the same thing. Like, oh, I'm married. I should be trying to meet my wife in the middle. Honestly.
Look, fellas.
But also, I want to say, I feel like marriage doesn't make a wife. Marriage doesn't make a husband. You know what I'm saying? You either find someone that would be a great husband or find someone that would be a great wife. You can't turn someone into a wife or into a husband. You know what I'm saying? You could be married to a man. You could be married to a woman. But it doesn't make them a wife or a husband. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to marry a wife. You know, you marry a woman after she shows all the qualities of being a wife. You know what I'm saying? So for him to drop down to one knee and her to like it to end after 6 months, it's like it don't even make sense. But be what it be, I guess.
I trust a woman who starts off a video with one face and by the time the video ends, transform into a completely different person.
Holy.
It's like I tell you all dudes all the time, women are great pretenders. The reality is this. It's about the money. She made this entire video just to tell us, yo, I'm playing the role because Dwight got a bag. She doesn't even like dudes. And y'all know what Dwight is into. So it works.
Oh, yeah.
Dwight is trying to clean up his image.
I did hear about that.
And
about that shit. They were saying Dwight, or I mean, she was calling that nigga Dwight gay. I'm pretty sure, ain't it? Or I'm tweaking. Maybe I'm tweaking. But niggas be saying that. I think that was the word around town. They saying when Dwight Howard was a homosexual type shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's not really into dudes. So it's kind of like, we kind of relate. You see what I'm saying? But the reality is this, bro. When a dude got money, it's hard for a woman to leave him. The chances of a woman leaving you while you are up is extremely slim. But that's all this is really about, man.
It's extremely slim unless you got the munions. You know what I'm saying? Or I mean, not have the money unless you marry them. If you got money, a shorty, will go through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit while y'all dating. But as soon as you decide to drop to that one knee, all that shit go out the window. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you drop to that one knee. Now I'm taking half your shit when I leave you. It's a lot easier to leave.
She's after that man's money. And look, she tried to go after his money before by filing for divorce. And you all saw what she requested after only 6 months.
David.
Really?
Dwight Howard's wife, Amy, has filed for a divorce just after 6 months of marriage. You heard me right. So let's get into it. Now, according to reports, Amy, who is 35, filed for divorce from her husband, Dwight Howard, who is 39, in Georgia on July 1st. Just 6 months into their marriage, they got married January 11th of 2025. She says that this marriage is irretrievably broken and there's no prospects for reconciliation. Now, Amy also requested alimony and asked that all marital assets and property be equally divided by the courts.
She was going for the gusto. But then she probably got advice like, yo, it's too soon. It's too pump your brakes. Okay, time out.
They probably told her he could still make more money on. You know what I'm saying? If the longer you stay married to him, the more money he make. If his money keep going up, when you divorce him, you get more money on. So you might as well give it a shot. His money's still going up? Yeah, his money's still going up. All right, stay with him. You know what I'm saying? Try to figure it out. Because you just take more. They probably told her ass. You know what I'm saying? Their whole shit is fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, there's some crazy shit.
So she like, okay, let's try again. So now she's making silly videos like this, advising women on how to be wives when she's not even into men. It's crazy. It's just crazy what these women will do for money, bro. They will transform into a whole different person. Fellas, the bottom line is this, man. Be careful out here, okay? Be careful. That's just the bottom line. And this is just a plot for Dwight Howard's money. That's all this is really about. And he's with her because he's trying to clean up his image. Because y'all know the rumors about him out there. It is what it is.
If you marry someone, make sure they're not there for your bread. And make sure she don't low-key hate your ass. Because if she low-key hates your ass, she gonna leave you as soon as she can take half your shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you. Peace.